Very good morning students. I welcome you all to today's moral science class. In today's class, I will be teaching you chapter number 30, that is our rich heritage. You know, India was once known as Golden Bird. Why it was known as Golden Bird? Because it was a very rich and wealthy country. Okay, there were many kings and queens who ruled in this country. Okay, and they when this king and queen come, they ruled. They also built some very beautiful monuments which till now they exist in our country, and they are wonders for the world. They are the best example of architect in ancient time. Some of the example we will be seeing in this very chapter. Okay, so you can see here it's written India is the one of the most ancient country. It was known as Golden Bird. Many dynasties and kings ruled over this country, and when they were ruling, they also built some very good, rich architecture building. Okay, and till now, till today's date, these buildings exist. The best example is Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal was built around in 1600. Okay, and now it is 2000. You can imagine more than 400 years. Still, that building stands like that, and it is a wonder for whole world. It is an example for whole world. Okay, so today almost all the monuments are known for their beauty and important historical context. Not with this monuments, very good story is also related. Like Taj Mahal, you know, Taj Mahal was built by Shah Jahan for because of his memory. Okay, this building was a sign, was a symbol of memory of his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal. We will one by one see the story behind this monuments also, how much time it took for the kings to build them, what was the cost, and what is their importance. Okay, so the first architectural building which we are going to, the first rich heritage of India which we are going to study is what? The Taj Mahal. One by one I will read. The Taj Mahal is an ivory white marble mausoleum. Okay, mausoleum. Sorry, mausoleum means impressive building. Mausoleum means impressive building. Located in Agra, Uttar Pradesh, it was built in 1623 to 1653. So long time, more than 20 years it took for building this Taj Mahal. Okay, by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. Now who built it? Shah Jahan. These are all important things which I am writing here. Okay, this Taj Mahal was built by Shah Jahan to house the tomb of his favorite wife Mumtaz Mahal. It is situated on the south bank of Yamuna River. It is UNESCO's World Heritage Site. Okay, UNESCO is an organization which selects the world heritage, which can be shown to whole world as an example of architectural art. Okay, so this building, this monument was selected by UNESCO. Okay, now it was built by Shah Jahan in the memory of his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal. He had so many wives, but out of them, Mumtaz Mahal was very, very close to him. He loved her very much, and when she passed away, in her memory, he built Taj Mahal. It took about 20 years for workers to finish the construction of this building. Now, the second rich heritage of India is the Qutub Minar. The Qutub Minar. So now let us see about the Qutub Minar. The Qutub Minar, situated in Delhi, is the tallest brick minaret. Minaret means a very tall, thin tower. Tower you all know. So very thin, tall tower is known as minaret. So it is also situated in Delhi. Taj Mahal is situated in Agra in Uttar Pradesh. It is in UP, whereas Qutub Minar is in Delhi. It was built by Qutbuddin Aibak, and so many people are involved in the construction of this Qutub Minar. See, three people are there: Qutubuddin Aibak, Iltutmish, and Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Okay, so the date of the time in which it got constructed, that is not given, but it was built by who? Three people are there: Qutubuddin Aibak, Qutubuddin. I don't know why it is not working. Qutubuddin Aibak. Okay, Iltutmish, and next is Firoz Shah Tughlaq. So three people built it. Okay, the year of the construction is not given, and it is also, see, Qutub Minar along with ancient and medieval monuments surrounding it. Only a Qutub Minar is there. First of all, one Qutub Minar tower is there, and then just surrounding it many small monuments are there. Okay, and it is also this small buildings and this tower all together, they are known as what? Qutub complex, and it is also recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Okay. Now next is the Red Fort. The Red Fort. Now talking about Red Fort. The Red Fort was built in 1648. In 1648, who built it? Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. Again you see, Shah Jahan has built Red Fort also. Okay, and in which year? 1648. It is also located in Delhi. So now Red Fort is located in Delhi. Qutub Minar is also located in Delhi. It has a number of museums. So what is inside this building? So inside this monument, many big museums are there. You know, museums where ancient artifacts are kept. On the Independence Day, that is 15th of August, the Prime Minister of India hosts the tricolor at its main gate and give a speech from its rampart. Okay, defensive ramparts means defensive walls. So why this monument is of importance now? Because it is a monument where the Prime Minister of India hosts the national flag on our Independence Day, that is on 15th of August, and gives speech to whole nation. It is also recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Now coming to next one is what? The Charminar. The Charminar is located in Hyderabad. It is located in Hyderabad. It was built in 1591 by who? By Qutub Shah. By Qutub Shah, Charminar was built in year 1591. Okay, and it is located where? It is located in Hyderabad, Telangana. It is situated in the east bank of Musi River. So you can see Taj Mahal is located in the in the bank of river Yamuna, South Yamuna, and Charminar is located in the bank of river Musi. Now, India Gate. Next, fifth one is what? The India Gate. Talking about India Gate is a war memorial located on Rajpath, New Delhi. Where it is located? Rajpath, New Delhi. One Rajpath is in Gujarat, so don't get confused. It is located in Rajpath, New Delhi. Okay, it is a war memorial. What do you mean by war memorial? ये उन लोगों के याद में बनाया गया है, वैसे सैनिकों के याद में बनाया गया है जिन सैनिकों ने भारत के युद्ध दूसरे कंट्रियों के द्वारा जब हुआ, भारत का युद्ध के दौरान ये सारे मारे गए. ठीक है, ये वॉर करने के दौरान मारे गए, युद्ध के दौरान मारे गए. उनके लिए स्मारक बनाया गया है. Okay, 20 whole year the light, the lamp burns. You can see maybe it is written here. It is a memorial to 82,000 soldiers of undivided Indian Army who died in the period of 1914 to 1921 in the First World War. So mostly 82,000. Okay, 82,000 people, soldiers died in First World War. Although India was not directly involved in First World War, but partially it was. In the time duration between 1914 to 1921, India was under the rule of Britishers. Britishers used to rule us, right? And that is why forcefully they compelled Indian soldiers to take part in First World War, and because of which many soldiers of our country had lost their life. And in order to remember them, in their memory, what was built? A war memorial, India Gate, was built. It has a Amar Jawan Jyoti. It has a Amar Jawan Jyoti. In that I told you, this Amar Jawan Jyoti keeps on burning. ये लगातार हमेशा जलते रहता है, ये कभी भी नहीं बुझता. Okay. Like that, you can see here are the few very important monuments present in India. But this is not over. There are so many more monuments present in India, like Mysore Palace, Hawa Mahal, Bahi Mahal, Victoria Memorial, Sanchi Stupa, Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus, Gateway of India, Humayun's Tomb, Shri Harmandir Sahib, Bindeshwara Temple, Sun Temple, Ajanta Ellora Caves, Amer Fort, Khajuraho monuments at Hampi, etc. So okay, so if you get chance, where are they located? This is very important. Who built them is also again very important. And what is the historical story behind building these monuments? So if you get time, just search and read it. It is very interesting. You should be proud of our Indian culture. Okay, so through this chapter you got to learn about some very important monuments. Hope you have understood. Thank you.